Hi guys, I just had some interesting news stories that come up today that I need you all to see. So I'll leave links in the info bar for you all to read. Obama has dropped us a, I guess you say, pre-election gift on us. The Obama administration argues no warrant required for GPS tracking of citizens. And that's not enough to add to our hurt in regards to them surveilling us. The federal government informs an appeal court on Thursday that it has the right and the power to place GPS tracking devices on privately owned vehicles of citizens without obtaining a warrant. Okay, so that means that they will secretly track your every move without you knowing it. If you see anything unusual, happen to see anything unusual around your car, yeah, check that out. Okay, this is open rebellion to the Supreme Court decision from January that held that such warrantless installation of tracking devices on cars was unconstitutional, and that is our constitutional right. So people, I'll be speaking out to your congressmen. Remember who they are on election day and about what's going on about this unnecessary and yes, unconstitutional move by the government by tracking us unneededly and against our freedoms. This is the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. The Obama administration argues that since the Supreme Court ruling didn't specifically mandate the obtaining of a search warrant in all situations, that the justices intended to leave a loophole open, a loophole large enough to mount a tracking device. Yeah, I'm sorry, I kind of giggled a little bit. It's just, I was just giggling because this is just getting really ridiculous. You know, about, violating our privacies, our rights. Yeah, this is pretty long, very long. It has lots of interesting, needful to look at information here. It says the never blinking eye, Big Brother will watch and record every movement of every citizen so that no action of rebellion, no matter how small, will go unnoticed and unpunished. Isn't that lovely? See, citizens are thus compelled to demonstrate unwavering obedience to the federal government in every email, every conversation, every association, and every movement, or face instant reprisal. This is our new American Republic. Well, it's not the republic I know, anyway. Okay, moving on. Got some more interesting news for you. Okay, this was brought to my attention, and still some more fish deaths. And this one is really a massive one. Well, the title is Apocalyptic Fish Kill reported off the coast of Ohara, Japan, in the Chiba Prefecture. Well, it's very, very huge. If you see the line, this is all sardines lying from here all the way towards back to the horizon. And this reddish color, these poor fish probably hemorrhaged to death. So the question is, how did these fish die, is the question. I mean, could it have been the radiation from Fukushima that caused their death? Or some type of espionage, political corruption? Could have been HARP. But some believe say that it's an omen of a sign of a coming natural disaster that is going to take place. And it says that this area is very close to a Russian town. So like I said, could it be some sabotage going on? We don't know. It's questionable. But this kind of thing has, remember that it has happened before. And there's something else that I have also found and listed where it has 10 leading theories for dead birds and fishes. And they list them as mainstream explanations as lightning, hail, mid-air collision, power lines, and New Year fireworks for the birds. Okay, remember all those? Yeah, the mainstream media, we can just roll our eyes up at that one, right? Meteor showers. I don't know. New Madrid fault line. Now the idea is that with the earthquakes or the quakes going on in the area, which was in mostly done by gas fracking, and they thought that the gas fumes caused the birds to be overcome and fall dead. BP's drilling disaster, where the dispersants of what they used of the Corexit down there that was in the environment might have caused the massive deaths. Government testing, bioweapons maybe, GMO mutations. I think that's a new one on me, but I wouldn't put it past what is going on. I'm sure they're releasing a lot of bioweapons on us right now, especially what's been going on with the zombie apocalypse. Geoengineering, HARP, scalar weapons, Project Bluebeam, anyone? Geomagnetic and other earth changes. And those have been going on as well. So it's possibly is a combination of maybe all of them. So I'll leave that. Now here's something to keep our heads up about and keep our eye on. This is titled Operation Samson, Israel's deployment of nuclear missiles on subs from Germany. That makes you wonder, why would they deploy nuclear missiles on subs from Germany? And this article is really a worth see and a worth read. So if you haven't seen this one already, here's their poster. It looks like something out of a movie, huh? With Netanyahu and Merkel, the Prime Minister of Germany here. Yeah, it gives you a whole new meaning of the word Zionism, doesn't it? The pride of the Israeli Navy is rocking gently in the swells of the Mediterranean with the silhouette of the Carmel mountain range reflected on the water's surface. To reach the Tecuma, you have to walk across a wooden jetty at the pier in the port of Haifa, and then climb into the tunnel shaft leading to the submarine's interior. Says the Navy's officer in charge of visitors, a brawny man in his 40s and with his eyes hidden behind a pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses, bounced down the steps. When he reaches the lower deck, he turns around and says, "Welcome on board Tecuma, welcome to my toy." Really? He pushes back a bolt and opens up the refrigerator, revealing a zucchini, a cup full of yogurt, and 2 liters of diet soda, and so on. Okay. Well, anyway, where is this getting to? It says the Navy officer's name was the military censorship office wants to keep secret, leads the visitors past a load full of bunkers and a steel frame, and so on. The Combat Information Center, as the Israelis call the command center, is the heart of the submarine. and says the place where its information comes from and the operations. Leah, that the ship is controlled from two leather chairs. And let's see where I'm getting to Germany here. It says this was all built in Germany according to Israeli specifications. Says the Navy officer says, and so were the weapon systems. The Takuma, which is 57 meters long and 7 meters wide, is a showpiece of precision engineering painted in blue and made it in Germany. You know, the plot thickens here. It really does. So like I said, we need to keep our eyes on this. German sub going to be used later in warfare, but the Israelis are behind it. Very interesting indeed. Okay, well, I'll leave the link to this. I've still got more to share here, and I'm getting at the end. Yet a lot of these things are really stepping up with the World War III, especially with Russia is being prepared for war in Syria. There's a lot of talk of Syria, and its war is being expanded across the borders, like into Israel and Lebanon and Iran, and it's got me questioned to why that the war is going on in Syria in the first place. What is actually going on and why? And I'm sure that Russia and Israel and some others, maybe China, the Vatican, maybe are all in behind this. And I'm looking into this also. Okay, and this is Bilderberg 2012. Well, you know, guess what? Mitt Romney and Bill Gates were there. So if you guys have any ideas about voting for Mitt Romney, think again. Because we just, even if he was elected in office, you know, it's going to add more problems, add more fuel to the fire. We certainly don't need Obama, so who is going to be in the White House? There's not really much of a choice, is there? But anyway, I'll leave this link also for you all to read. Plans to depopulate the world, depopulate America. Who knows? They talk about mainstream news turn-ups, internet ID, so on and so forth. There was something else that I saw, that I think it was the UN that was wanting more control of the internet. So we need to look out for that too. Here's another excellent report. I better not forget this. Okay, Russia's Putin says to push military ties with China. So seems to me it's like prophecy in the Bible is coming true every day. So I'll just leave this. Something about the U.S. Defense Secretary Leon Panetta says that Saturday the United States would reposition its naval fleet. About 60% of its battleships would be in the Asia Pacific by the end of the decade, up to about 50% for now. And well, that will still leave us open to the enemies though, as China and Russia, and possibly some other countries as well. Maybe Iran in the picture, I don't know. This is another article on Eugene Kaspersky, and his discovery on let's see, what was it, the computer virus that was engineered in a lab called Flame. And the title of this is End of the World as We Know It. It says that Kaspersky warns of the cyber terror apocalypse. So that's real worth reading also. And we thought that the vampires were a part of Bram Stoker's Dracula novel. Well, I found this article on vampire graves are unearthed in Bulgaria. So I'll just leave that link also for you all to read. I'm running out of time. Until next time, Jesus loves you all, and y'all take care. Bye-bye now.